Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Medical Perks. So, today's video is basically about first year MBBS books selection. In this, I'm going to guide you in detail about every subject, that which book to use and which book I used in my time that I found helpful. So, it might help you in this regard. So, moving on towards book selection in MBBS, as you know, there are more than two books for every subject from which you need to select according to your own taste. These are the books which I used and found them to be effective for me, so I thought to make a video on them and share with you. So, इसका ये मतलब बिल्कुल भी नहीं है that you're bound to follow and read all these books. बल्कि वीडियो बनाने का पर्पस यही है कि जब आप अपनी बुक्स चूज करें तो उसमें मेरी कोई हेल्प हो सके आपके लिए. ठीक है? So, moving on towards the subjects. As you can see on the screen, I have mentioned some subjects. Number 1, physiology. Number 2, anatomy. Number 3, biochemistry. Number 4, embryology. Number 5, histology. And number 6 is the category of minor subjects, which I'll discuss in detail as well. So, moving on towards the next detailed thing, let's get started. For the first subject, physiology, most of the colleges are using Guyton and Hall textbook of medical physiology. And I also used it. I would recommend you to go with this book from the start of the session as it covers vast amount of concepts in a detailed manner. And it's the most comprehensive book for physiology to be used in first year MBBS. And so most of your seniors will guide you for short books, but I will not recommend short books for you. So here is the video review of Guyton book. You can see these are the pages. So as you can see, for anatomy, I'll recommend you to use this book of B.D. Chaurasia. It is a short book, short in size. For block A, I have specifically mentioned because for block A, you will be reading it except the last chapter, genetics. So for block A, it is ideal. And with this book for block A, you can also go through the first chapter of Snell's book as well, so that your concepts get more clear regarding anatomy. So this is a book, it is very short in size, as you can see. I used it for my block A exam and it went well. Now moving on towards anatomy, as you can see, I have mentioned two books on the screen. Some people use Snell's, some use Gray's Anatomy. Both are excellent, I would say. But I used Snell's and found it good. And so that's why I'm sharing my review with you guys. So most of the study you do from the YouTube or Google visuals. So book मैं ये कहूँगी कि स्नेल्स ही आप यूज कर लें. ठीक है, ग्रेस भी यूज कर सकते हैं. मैंने स्नेल्स की तो फिर आई फाउंड इट गुड. आप देख सकते हैं ये स्नेल्स की बुक है. मैंने कॉपी यूज की थी इसकी बिकॉज द ओरिजिनल बुक इज वेरी मच हेवियर. So anatomy for bones only, and for block B I have specifically mentioned because block B is about your MSK module, musculoskeletal system. So for this you can use these two books for bones portion only. This is B.D. Chaurasia's Volume 1 and Volume 2. Volume 1 is covering upper limb and thorax, and Volume 2 is covering lower limb, abdomen, and pelvis. You can just issue them from your college library as well. No need to buy. For Anatomy Atlas, you can see I have mentioned an atlas of Knitter. So you can also issue it from your college library or buy it as you wish. This atlas was good for me to use. Basically, I didn't rely much on atlas, and I used Google Visuals and an anatomy app as well. So I use it for most of the time for my OSPs, anatomy OSPs, for labeling, etc. Let's have a look at the video review of this Knitter atlas. You can see the diagrams are very much clear. For biochemistry, some people use Lippincott book. I haven't mentioned it on screen. It's a comprehensive book and no need to go through it from the start of the session. It's not of your level maybe. So some people use Satya Narayana and some people use Pankaja Naik. So I will recommend you to go through both of these books and see which one suits you. I switched to Pankaj Naik later on because I found it to be good, because Satya Narayana has a lot more details which are sometimes not required. You can see this book of Satya Narayana. It's like this. It's colorful book, yes, indeed, and but the concepts are also in detail. But it covers very much details, in unnecessary details, I would say. So for Pankaj Naik, I'll recommend you that you can use this book. You can see both, which suits you. You can go for it. So as you can see, in most of my session, I have used it, as you can see from the highlighted things as well. So for embryology, some people use KLM's book and some people use Langman. At most of the places, people are using Langman's book for medical embryology, and it is a book which is short in size, but it is very precise, and it's very comprehensive as well. It covers most of the concepts in a detailed manner. So let's have a look at the video review of this book. This is the book of Langman's medical embryology. You can see like this. So for histology, you can use like Hussain. For text, for reading text, you can use this book of medical histology by like Hussain. But for images and for the microscopic views, you can use Atlas of Dye-4. So for reading the text, you can use this book, but for diagrams, I will just show you the atlas of it as well. So it is a detailed book indeed, and it is covering majority of the concepts. Let's have a look at the video review again. For histology, this was the book that I used. As you can see, it's a very detailed version. But the diagrams are not very much good as compared to the Dye-4's atlas. See, some are good, but some are not. So for Atlas of Histology, no need to buy it. I would say you can also issue it from your college library as well. These two atlases, I use the second one, and you can also use the Dye-4's Atlas of Histology as well. But I used the second one and found it to be good because the visuals were in an excellent manner. They were very much detailed with good labelings as well. So let me show you it in a video review. This is the Atlas of Histology. See the diagrams, how detailed they are, and the labelings, everything else. And it is also covering most of the chapters, but I will recommend you that no need to study whole chapters. For every subject, for every chapter, sorry, you can just have a look at the summary, and after reading summary, you can just see the MCQs with explanations, the diagrams, the labelings. And for text, you can use like Hussain. And after like Hussain, you can just use summary and visuals. For minor subjects, it comprises of prime, pathology, pharmacology, community medicine, forensic medicine. How to prepare this minor subjects category? So PDFs of slides made by your college teachers. You can also compile it in one folder, or you can get its PDF from your seniors as well. And the third option is that I am also providing you a PDF for covering prime subjects in my video's description. So I thank you all, and I hope that you all have found my video helpful. Stay updated for further videos and the latest updates regarding my channel, and make sure that you subscribe it and also share it with your friends. Take care. Khudafis.